Okay, so this one's wild. Now, honestly, I don't even know if after this one I can, like, you guys can look me in the eyes. Okay, man. So now I'm literally laying in my fucking chair. So the sitting situation right now is literally like in fucking South Park with the World of Warcraft guy. Remember that? That's basically how I'm chilling here. That's crazy, man. I got a big ass mic hanging over me. Okay, so what the fuck was I even gonna talk about?
You stole Legos from your friend.
Shit, I forgot. Fuck, I literally forgot the topic of. Oh yeah, no, I remember. Okay, so this one is kind of wild, and I don't know if you guys will be able to even watch this shitty ass channel after I tell you this one. So I grew up like kind of poor. Not like fucking living on the streets. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm so terribly sorry, man. Not like living on the streets poor, but like I don't know how to explain it, man. Like the kind of poor where like it's incredibly rare to get like a very nice birthday present. Does that make sense? Like other kids were getting like, I don't know, Beyblades for it. Dude, Beyblades is such a good example. All the other kids had Beyblades, and I really wanted fucking Beyblades. But I didn't get one, because these were the kind of things that were just like too expensive for toys. You get what I mean? For my mom at least. And so I never had Beyblades. That made me very, very sad. Because I really wanted to like customize them. Dude, you had like a fucking, like a screwdriver, like a whole fucking tool set for the Beyblades. And you could customize them, bro. That was so awesome. Damn. I would have given it my all to get one. Is that even correct English? I don't know. So, we're actually getting close to the main topic with the Beyblades. Now, what I'm going to tell you about today was before the Beyblades. Way before that. Like, way before that. Like, the Beyblades were when I was like, I think in second grade, so like 7 years old, 8, 7 to 9, I don't know, something like that. And the stuff that I'm going to talk about today with Legos, I hope that's how you pronounce Legos, yeah, I think. That happened in, like, wait, dude, I was like 5, maybe even fucking 4. Nah, I was like, yeah, no, 4 to 6. 6 at max, because it was before I got into first class. So like, I don't know, is that what you call first to like 4th is preschool. I don't fucking know. But it was like, I was like maybe 5, I think, something like that. Maybe, yeah, no, 5, I think. And like, we moved a fuck ton when I was a kid. Like, I moved probably like every like 3 years, if you take the average. I think we stayed 4 years at the longest, and yeah, we moved like a shit ton. But I was new at this one place, and I had like a couple friends, and one of them had an older brother, and they had like a shit ton of Legos. And I think the older brother was playing with them too. I don't really know, but like they had Legos, like all of the shit, like the originals, bro. Not like some fucking knockoff Legos that fall apart. No, they had like the fucking real deal. And so I'm not that kind of kid that just went stealing everywhere and like is shitty and, you know, does shit. You kind of get where this is going. But in this situation, when I was this young and I didn't get to have all this stuff that many other kids did get, dude, I was desperate as fuck, and I was a kid, and I deadass I deadass stole Legos from my like best friend at the time. And here's the worst part: it's not even that it happened and it never came out, and today I'm confessing. That's not the thing. Like, it came out in a bad way. So here's what happened. This friend and I, we were in a soccer club. You know, it was like a football team, but with soccer. Like, we had training, I think, like once a week. And that's another thing. Like for me, if I had a hobby that I would need to attend to, you know, like be somewhere else than home, I was fucked. So I never really had these besides like soccer. But in soccer, it was always the same. I'm just explaining around it. So the mom of the friend, or the dad, I think the mom though, she always like drove us there with a car. And because my parents would never like just, bro, the thought of my mom like fucking driving somewhere, fucking getting ready, getting out, turning on the car, dude, that costs fuel. And like, that's expensive, bro. Like driving somewhere is not free. So the thought of my mom driving me somewhere to fucking play soccer for an hour, like she would drive there, like let me out, drive back home, and like 1 or 2 hours later she would drive back there again and then pick me up and then drive us back home. That was not a thing, bro. That was not a thing. That was something that I was made clear very early in my life. Do not expect that from your parents. Okay? If they do that, be fucking happy about it. Because that's not... like, that's, you know, I didn't have that. If I need to be somewhere, I better check the bus beforehand. But yeah, that's that. So the mom of the friend always drove us to the soccer training. And it was one of these days where we had soccer training. And I stole a bunch of Legos from him. And I put them in my fucking pants. Like in the bag of my pants, you know? Like where your hands go, where you put your phone, you know? Right there, I put the Legos. And I filled them up. Bro, my stupid ass cannot speak a fucking sentence of English. I meant my pockets, bro. My fucking pockets. And then, bro, we had training. And, oh my god, this is so bad. In the training, we did like, I think it was like, is it called slalom in English too? Like where you go around, like to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Like fucking zigzag lines. We were doing that with the ball as a training. And Legos just kept falling out of my fucking pants. Like out of my
pockets.
And the trainer told me, dude, I see that you have Legos in your pants. Just go over there to like where we had our shoes laying around. Was outside, was like a soccer field outside somewhere. And just put them there, and when we're done, you can put them back in your pants. I don't care. And I was like, no, I don't have anything. It's fine. No, I don't have to put them out. It's okay. But he like forced me to do it. And then I put them, like I got them out of my pants and I tried to sit them down. And the friend noticed, of course, that this was going on. And he saw that, and he was like, wait, is that my Legos? Is that my Legos? And then it was like, I think there was a little fight. And the trainer was like, boys, I don't care. Get the fuck back to training. But yeah, I don't even know what happened after this. Because I think that was pretty early in our friendship. And we had a friendship like even after this. Yeah. I don't remember. I just know that this happened. And yeah, to this day, I sometimes think about this. Like, that was bad, bro. That was fucking bad. And fucking embarrassing, bro. It was embarrassing to, like, being forced to pull out these Legos and you look your best friend in the eyes and you just stole his fucking Lego, bro. I'm such a bad person, man. I swear to God, I changed. Okay, this is not me. Dude, I was such a piece of shit for that. That's so bad. Stealing Legos from your best friend when you're like 5. That sucks. Balls, man. That's bad. I don't even know how, when I was, dude, 5-year-olds are fucking stupid. How did I even get the idea to steal Legos from my friends when I was, well, maybe, I think that's why I did that, because I didn't really think about it.
That kind of makes sense.
Because if I would have thought about it for even like a fucking second,
yeah, I would have noticed.
I would have known that that's just bad, bro. You don't do that.
Yeah, no, you don't.
That's like...
That sucks.
Bro, that's like top tier betrayal.
Yeah, for real, man.
Like, it couldn't be worse for a fucking 5-year-old. I don't know, maybe we were like 7. I don't really remember.
No, it has to be 5,
but
though.
It has to be when I was like 5, max 6.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think.
We were in preschool, I don't remember.
Well, whatever. I don't know.
This fucking sucks, man. I'm doing ad libs on myself, by the way.
But yeah, with the Beyblade, to come back to that.
Now, what about it?
That was preschool, so I was like 6 or maybe 7 years
Oh
old.
my fucking god.
Not even for the meme.
Shitting me?
That's just how old I was.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
So we moved again.
Yeah, of course, bro.
By then.
Because no one wanted you.
I think I was like 7.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, it has to be like 2nd, maybe even 3rd grade, so 7 or 8 years old.
Bro, you stink.
And we moved again since the Lego stuff. So I had new friends.
Yeah, you wish, man.
And
fuck you.
Well, the guy we're talking about wasn't really a friend of mine. He was like the guy that's friends with your friend, and so you kind of
what?
Like are okay, but you don't really like him.
Yeah, you fucking.
You know what I mean?
You steal Legos from him.
And he had Beyblades. And one day he was like in general he was pretty mean, bro. I didn't really like him. He was like the mean bully kid. And so one day he had like a couple Beyblades with him, and he was like, "Here, you can have this one." And I was like, dude, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, I was so perplexed because, dude, at this point in time, this was my biggest dream, was to have a fucking Beyblade that I could, like, screw apart and, like, just like, fucking screw the Beyblade apart and together and apart, and, like, maybe I could get my grubby little hands on a second part that I could swap in. Bro, that shit broke my mind. And so I was like, fuck, really? I can have that? And he was like, yeah, you see this wrench? You can have that too. And I was like, bro, this is the best fucking day of my life. I was so happy. And then I was like, okay, maybe he just meant for like one battle, so I have to go. I have to fucking skedaddle. So my ass fucking went out of the room, and I went out of the fucking school building, and I tried to go home. By the way, this was like after you have the normal school part and you just stay in school until your parents go get you. It's a thing here where I live. And I went out, and as soon as I left this building, he was behind me and was like, "Hey dude, you need to give me back this Beyblade. Yeah, no, I know you said you could have, but you need to give it back to me." So I had no choice and I had to give it back to him. And that was then the saddest day of my life. Bro, I was so devastated because I thought I just got a fucking free Beyblade and this would change like my whole life. I dead as thought if I get a Beyblade with like this kind of wrench tool, I would become a car mechanic for sure later on in my life. Like, that would have been the stepping stone, and he took that from me, so now I'm fucking unemployed. He should not have made me think that I would get a Beyblade and then take that from me. But I don't know, maybe he just wanted to lend it to me for one battle, and that's it. I don't remember. But yeah. So this video is a fucking mess. I just talked for 15 minutes. Shit. Okay, well, I hope you like this. Again, I understand if you're really mad after this video, okay? I am very disgusted by myself, if that makes you happy. And I can just tell you that I never did anything like that again. I think. I'm pretty sure. I never did anything this bad again. Well, that's it for this one. Bye.